Welcome back to the Prospered Soul podcast. I am your host, Lana McMurray, and we're continuing on with Are You Afraid of Your Truth? Are you? Do you know whether you are or not, really? So, to start on the path of a restored confidence in trusting yourself, you first need to realize that the concept of truth, it can evoke a lot of inner chatter. For me, it's easy to talk from the viewpoint of Christianity like I did yesterday. I still strongly believe in God, Holy Spirit, Jesus, and all of that. I just don't believe in the whole organization of religion anymore. And with good reason. It's been my experience. But you can choose to have whatever you want. I welcome all faiths here. And I'm certain that all faiths and society in general have misconceived beliefs, opinions, and attitudes about one's right to have their own truth. Some cultures are more stricter than others, and there can be a great resistance to you having a truth. Can say, or you could be told that it's selfish of you, that trusting in yourself will mislead you away from God's path, and that's wrong. Stay away from that. But if you don't know your truth, and as you learned in yesterday's podcast, if you do not connect to your truth, your life will be a train wreck. Sickness, disease, abuse, tragedies, depression, anxiety, sadness, unhappiness, desperation. Those are just a few of the chastisement of your peace. That's the result of not knowing and owning your truth. And this plays out in your life, and it impacts everything. Some of the bad results from denying your truth are, number one, it instills bad habits like avoidance, procrastination, perfection paralysis. These create cycles of starting and stopping, and then you never truly move forward. A second result is having heavy emotions like shame and doubt and guilt. They are companions of not being true to yourself. And another is a lack of a confidence that you get when you deny your truth, because you'll feel insecure and powerless and helpless. And as such, because you are opposed to your own self. You see, your own self knows the truth. And what I've always told my clients that I've coached, and what has worked for me, is follow after peace. That is something I learned from all my years of being a Christian. That was one scripture that stuck with me, or a teaching, was to follow after peace. Peace will direct you in the right direction. Always. You can't have peace with evil and wickedness. Peace does not reside there. That's what I love about God. He is absolute. I say he. I don't know. Some people might think she. But I don't think of a person. I think of a great spirit that created this universe, that is wise and loving, and that's got your back. That vibe is of love and peace. Love, peace, joy, hope, these good feelings. You can never go wrong following after peace. So it isn't necessarily that someone's putting some mind control over you or put a spell on you that causes you to steer away from being independent or codependent. It has to do with beliefs that were instilled in you from childhood, very, very early on, before the ages of 7, when you had no ability to consciously comprehend what was being said or done to you in your life. Even just a look You interpret it one way, and it went into your soul, into your spirit as a program. And that program does not take itself out. You have to root it out. And in one of the other podcasts that I did with self-love versus self-concept, I think there's another one about self-love as well, where to clean that out, to get to those deep-rooted, hidden blind spots that are running your world or causing you to have continual repeats that you don't want, you must connect to the love within you. There is actual love within you. It's God or spirit, universe, whatever you call it. Again, I call it God. But within you, there is really, really, really is love. And it's the love that you need to live this life here. You cannot get love that you need from other people. You can be whole and you can love someone and you can share love with them, but somebody else cannot make you whole or free. So when you actually quiet your mind, take some deep breaths, and imagine as you're breathing in, your air is breathing into your heart center, what they call your heart chakra. And then you're breathing out and in and out, and just really get in tune with that, with your heart region. And then let go and feel what you feel there. And you'll find that you're starting to sense things like stillness, stability, calmness, and then joy. Your feelings will continue to rise up. Peace, happiness, affection, appreciation, gratitude for yourself. That's like love within you. And when you connect to that and you get into the habit of feeling that and allowing yourself to feel that and be with it, then you can simply think of a painful situation that occurred where someone hurt you, really badly wounded you, and then let that wounded emotion, which is energy in motion, let that move and get unsettled, get unstuck. When you feel it and you allow it to take space within you, you're allowing it to dislodge and get free so that it could be released, because emotion needs to be processed through you. It's not meant to stay within you, but it will if you don't release it. So what you do is you take that love that you've become aware of within yourself, and you love yourself. You love that wounded area with it. It's all done within you, all within you. And you love that wounded area, and you be compassionate, self-compassion. You give yourself self-compassion, and you forgive yourself, and you acknowledge, like, I see you. I recognize you. I acknowledge you're there. I understand you were hurt. I am so sorry. But I see you now, and you did the best you could. That's all you knew. You didn't know any better. You did the best you could. And we can let this go now. Okay? And so you forgive yourself, and then you have a compassion for the other person. You don't say what they did was right. It's okay. What you're saying is you had to have done that for some reason. There had to be some reason why you would do such a heinous thing to someone. And I acknowledge that there was something broken or something happened within you. I have compassion for you for that, and I forgive you, and I release myself from it, and I release you off. I disconnect. I cut that cord, You do a cord cutting. That's like cord cutting, and you can even pray, that you pray that something like the Archangel Michael will give you a tool, and you hold out your hand and you ask for a spiritual tool like a sword to be guided to areas to cut cords and disconnect yourself from other people's energies. I did a cord cutting exercise. I'm cutting off all energetic connections to me that are not holy and not true and not good for me, because we're just not doing that anymore. So put yourself first. Put yourself first. There is nothing wrong with putting yourself first. It's not being true to yourself is how you do that. It is God designed, because you're a magnificent creation. You were put here. You didn't bring yourself here. How in the world did you come into your mom's body? No human being did that. So there's a force. There's something that happened, and whatever brought you here for a reason, and not to be ruled by a pastor or a deacon or a bishop or a priest or a Aman or Buddhist or nothing. You were brought here to listen to yourself, to get to know your own spiritual path. Now, if you find that getting into a faith walk works for you, go for it. But don't push that on somebody else. And don't make somebody else feel like they're less than because they don't follow your think tank. No one's better than the other person. We're all making it through this world. Let us just love on one another, all right? So know that you're going to get misunderstood. It's okay. Work it out. You just love on yourself, listen to yourself, take inspired action, because you got the law of assumption working now. You've got self-concept working now. You got the law of attraction working now. And everyone is you pushed out, so they're going to get in line. People are going to change for you. The universe is going to conspire on your behalf. And either the people, when you start to focus on yourself and love yourself and put yourself first, and then take inspired action, and of course be good to other people, you're going to find that people change automatically. All that stuff you were trying to get people to do, you can't externally change people. You can only internally change people by changing how you see yourself, what you think of yourself, because they'll automatically start to see you more respectful. You'll get more respect. You'll get more compassion. You'll get more affection. You'll get more love. You'll get more faithfulness and loyalty in the things that you want, because you're worth it. And when you see your worth, and when you own that worth, when you embody this worth, and this is me talking as an embodiment coach, and when you embody that worth spiritually, by law, everyone else treats you that way. That's how you rise up. That's how you level up, by working within. But being realistic. It's not like you just go somewhere and pray and you come out and everybody's wonderful. People are going to be mad, child. People are not going to want to change. They don't want you to stop letting them do what they used to do. Of course they're going to get mad. But that's where you have your boundaries. That's where you have to be practical. So you have to be spiritual. You have to have a strong mindset, and you have to be practical. And you've got to have a boundary. You say, no, I will not allow you to lie to me. I will not allow you to mistreat me, to gaslight me, and you get caught doing something and try to make me feel bad about it for asking you a point-blank question that you don't want to answer because you have been lying, So, but you don't say all that. You just be like, peace. I'm done. You just make a decision. You make a new choice, and you walk in that direction no matter what. You set that boundary, and you just let the sky fall, because you matter. You're worth it. You deserve it. You get to have what you desire. You get to be in this life with people who will treat you right, and you get to demand that you're treated right. So you'll be able to stop people pleasing and stop worrying about what other people think. You'll be able to take action, because you'll have transmuted so much energy. You would have moved so much stuck energy from within you that you didn't even know was there. And so the only question really is, how do you perceive yourself? how do I perceive myself? That's the question to ask. What do I think about myself? How do I think about myself? How do I feel about myself? Work that out. Work that out before you get involved with anything else. And so your new job is to walk in faith. That's faith walk. Trusting yourself is actually a faith walk. Okay? Because that means hearing from within and taking the step. That's faithfulness. Okay? All right. So, it works. It has rewarding gains, and they are so far greater than any of the pain of staying the same. All right, that's part 2 of Are You Afraid of Your Truth? Tomorrow we'll finish this off, and then we'll see what other messages I need to share on this launch of the Prosper Soul podcast, where I am courageously getting in front of the mic and sharing what I sense I need to say today. I'm sure this helps. It's helping you. It definitely helped me in my life. And if you have any questions or you want any specific topics or more you want me to delve into, I'm open. You can reach me. All my links lead to me. You can talk to me in DMs on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, on my email, however you feel best to talk to me. I do speak back. So, if you want to work together, I do have a few openings, and at least 3, and definitely grab those spots for they fill up. All right. Thanks for listening. And that's 3 as of the time of this recording. I do have a wait list, so if it's waitlisted, then definitely just go ahead and still fill out. You do apply to work with me. I have it all Dubsado all set up, so I'll still meet and talk with you, get to know you. You'll just be on the waiting list until the spots open up. But I do have some spots right now, so if you can, go ahead and grab those. All right. I'll talk with you tomorrow. Bye.